Reggie Miller called Game 1 last night between the Grizzlies and Spurs with Kevin Harlan. They got Game 2 tomorrow night. And Reg also calling Warriors-Rockets Game 3 on Thursday. Game 4, Hawks-Celtics Sunday on TNT. Man, you're busy. How are you?
I'll have... I want your biggest lobster with steak.
Oh.
Sir, can I... what's the best wine, red wine here in this establishment? Can we have like 3 bottles? Oh, hello?
Hey, Reg.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just working on my ordering since I've got a free dinner coming from Daniel Theodore.
I know. Reggie sends me a note.
I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do, too.
All right.
Because there's so many of us Danettes. But I can only take one of you guys to dinner with me. So now's the time to start sucking up to Uncle Reggie. Which one of you Danettes is going to be my date when Daddy Theodore takes us to dinner? So you can start like with emails or pictures or however you want to suck up to me to get to dinner with our good friend Theodore, because we are having steak and lobster and the best red wine on the house on Big Daddy Kane Theodore.
Yep, I lost the Golden State bet. Reg texted me right as the game ended, and I said, "Thank God you're not a big drinker." And I think
I'm not.
Yeah. But that night you said you might.
What did I say?
I think something was champagne, didn't you?
I said, I'm not a big drinker, but that night I will be. What a season, though. Seriously. First of all, we got to revert back. What a last night of the regular season. Between the 73 wins of the Warriors and Kobe being 60.
Okay. You're flipping back and forth, I'm guessing?
I was.
Okay. What were you more interested in? Well, you got the feeling that Golden State was going to go. They were going to win 73. You had no idea that Kobe was going to go for 60.
Absolutely zero. And as you're watching it unfold, I kept saying to myself, is it real? Is this really going on right now? Because everyone, especially any professional athlete, always wants to go out on top. Going out on top, obviously, is winning a championship. But you want to have your physical skills to play well at your last game. And to see Kobe struggle all year, he had a few great games this year, but over the last 2 years, it's been a struggle for the Lakers, obviously in the win column, but really for Kobe Bryant, who was one of the most competitive guys that I've ever played against. So to see him struggle for the last 2 years on the court, and for one game, put it all together, it was beautiful to watch. But on the flip side, because I give Kobe Bryant all the credit for that 60 game, if you're Utah, are you kidding me? Seriously, you were one game out from the 8th spot. Are you serious? You can't give up 60.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Reg, could they have double-teamed Kobe at any point during the fourth quarter? Did they feel like that was going to be rude on Kobe Bryant?
Not rude, but I will say this. Look, to score 60 points and to shoot 50, I don't think I could shoot 50 times at 28. To shoot 50 times, people don't understand the energy that it takes to shoot 25 times. To double that and shoot 50 times, I mean, that is amazing at age 37. I told people I needed a massage after watching that game. Seriously, I needed to go to the steam shower. I was so sore for Kobe Bryant.
That's a lot of shots.
Have we even heard from Kobe? He might be on life support. Seriously. Has anyone heard from Kobe since that game?
No, I think he got up and worked out the next morning, according to the Lakers.
Man, show me pictures.
I'm serious.
This dude might be on life support.
I'm serious. John Black, the head of PR, said that Kobe worked out the next morning.
Well, just like there's that Bigfoot video. Is it really Bigfoot or not?
That's a lot of shots. I don't even know if you ever had 30 in a game, Reg.
Theodore, 50 shots, 60 points, and I don't care if you're playing in a rec league. It's hard to get 60 points. In just a pickup game. In an NBA qualified game, Utah gave up 60 points. Utah will forever be known as the throwaway to Russell and Jordan, holding extended, and then 60 points. Seriously. That's what I will always think of the Utah Jazz.
All right, a couple of things here, Reg. I asked the Danettes, would you rather watch a close Celtics-Hawks game or a blowout Warriors-Rockets game?
In the blowout Warriors game, is Steph still on the floor?
Yes, he is.
Because it's a blowout.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to see the Splash Brothers because it's the video game element aspect of it that you're watching because it's going to be crazy shots. It's going to be the behind-the-back passes, the ball movement. So it does intrigue me, the close game, because there's a little bit more strategy and tension in that. But to see those guys go crazy from, the video game element of, 15 threes between the two of them and the passes, I'd probably say a blowout Warriors game.
All right, I appreciate the honesty. Now, Chris Mannix, esteemed NBA reporter, said that Kawhi Leonard is the next Kobe Bryant.
Well, funny you say that because when we had our coaches meeting yesterday, Kevin Harlan and myself, and we asked Greg Popovich, who does Kawhi Leonard, of all the great players and Hall of Famers, who does Kawhi remind him of? And I was thinking maybe he was going to say, Scottie Pippen, though Scottie wasn't the scorer that Kawhi is now, but defensively they're somewhat long and similar. He said Kobe Bryant as well. He says the way that Kobe was able, and if you watch the mannerisms of their fadeaways and the way they face up and offensively go, the ability to go get their own shot, because Greg Popovich, if you look over the last 15 years of the Spurs dynasty, they've never had a player like Kawhi Leonard where they would isolate. Everything's been ball movement if you look at the success. This year has been the only year they've gone to a 1-4 system in close games and given the ball to Kawhi and say, go win the ball game for us. And he has that ability, like Kobe Bryant, to look over the defense one-on-one and make a move. So even Greg Popovich is comparing him to Kobe Bryant.
Stan Van Gundy had an interesting quote. He says that his team just has to accept that LeBron's not going to get called for offensive fouls. Fair criticism from Stan Van Gundy?
Planting seeds, just planting seeds. Those Van Gundys are good at that. I mean, he's putting it out there for the officials that are going to be officiating the series. Look, you're going against, one of the greatest players to ever play the game in LeBron James. And I will say this. It wasn't LeBron that was the problem last night. It was Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, who was fantastic all evening. And they are the one who put the imprint on that game. But if I'm Detroit, I've got to feel good going into Game 2, how we played and performed on the big stage, on the road, with a bunch of young guys. We played pretty well and took them down the stretch. We've got to hold our composure. If you're Reggie Jackson, you can't be getting a tee late. We made shots, and Detroit is not known to be a three-point shooting team, and they were on fire from downtown. So you've got to feel good at the success that you had in Game 1. Now you've just got to be able to complete it and play just a little bit better on the road to get one of those road wins.
Do you have more confidence? Do you have more confidence?
LeBron wasn't the problem in Game 1. It was his sidekicks of the big three.
Do you have more confidence in the Cavs winning it all or the Spurs winning it all?
Confidence?
Yeah.
I would go with there's three. Look, it's the Cavs to lose in the East. In my opinion, the Cavs are coming out of the East. But there's three teams that will beat the Cavs in the finals, and that's the Warriors, the Spurs, or OKC.
OKC would beat Cleveland in the finals?
Yes.
Huh.
OKC is a very scary team. If you're the Spurs in that second round, because right now between Westbrook and Durant and how they're playing, and now you've got Cantor, who he probably won't win it, but a Sixth Man of the Year candidate. They're big. Ibaka has found his game. This team is playing at a different level. That's a scary, scary second-round matchup for the Spurs.
If you're Steve Kerr, do you rest Steph Curry tonight?
If you're Steve Kerr or General Manager Bob Myers, that side of me would say yes, because then that would buy him, a few extra days before Game 3 that Kevin and I are going to be calling that game on Thursday. Mm-hmm. But the basketball side of me at 75, 80%, if I'm Steph, is still better than Patrick Beverley and Jason Terry. You don't ever want to mess up rhythm. And I would still want to be out there and playing, because I'm still going to be a threat every time I touch the basketball and I'm moving out there on the floor. So the basketball side of me says, if I'm Steph, I want to play. Being practical as a coach or a GM and looking ahead, we're at home. It's Game 2. We just beat them by 26. We have enough weapons at home to beat a number 8 team. I could see Steve Kerr sitting him down and resting him, but the basketball side of me wants to play.
Yeah, I got to look at long haul, and it's that same ankle that he had surgery on. I can't take a chance if I feel like there's, I don't want him to go out and favorite. I don't want him to go out less than 100%, or at least in his mind think that way. I don't want him to play differently, so I would risk
a
loss.
Theodore, you've got to be definitive on your answer. You can't let him come in and warm up, go out there and go through the, and then come back in and say it's not feeling right. If you're going to shut him down for this game, don't even let him warm up. Have him come in, get therapy, pre-game, let him get therapy after the game, let him watch the game, but don't let him come in there and warm it up and be on his ankle and go through the – that's too much. If you're going to sit him for a game, sit him, let him get therapy, and then have him ready to go in Game 3.
I saw where there was a possibility, at least it was floated, that Kobe could maybe end up with TNT with Shaq and Charles and Kenny. Could you see?
Come on to the dark side.
Could you see
Come
him
on,
doing
Kobe
that?
Bean.
A studio analyst?
I read the same thing. I think it would be fantastic. As you know, we're very free-flowing here at Turner. And Kobe's knowledge of the game, he's never been one to hold his tongue. If you remember, him and Charles kind of got into it on the set one time when Kobe was a guest. I think it would be a great addition.
Has he been offered the opportunity to be there for the postseason with TNT?
I have no idea. I do not know. That's above my pay grade.
Are you lying to me right now, Reg?
I have no idea. Why would I ever lie to you? Have I always been truthful with you?
Yes.
That's above my pay grade. I have no idea. I read what you read.
Okay. Don't get short with your answers.
But if you're the Mamba, come on over to the dark side, baby. We're waiting on you.
If I had that team on, could you guys win a playoff game? If I had you, Kenny, Charles, Shaq, Ernie, and Chris Webber, and Kobe.
Yes.
You guys
We are going to, yes. Hold on. And we've got 3D, Dennis Scott coming off the bench. We would have Bones, Brent Berry coming off the bench.
Okay.
That's our roster?
Yes.
Yes.
Which NBA team
could beat one of these out of the 16 teams in the playoffs? We would beat one of those teams.
Who?
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, but tell me who you'd beat.
I'm calling their game tomorrow. I don't want to throw them underneath the bus because they don't have all their players. But without Conley and without Gasol, I think we could give the Grizzlies a run right now. Don't you think? That roster you just said?
Probably. Now, are you saying win the series or win a game?
You said win a game, right?
Yeah.
We could win a game.
Okay, so you're talking about maybe. Oh, you.
I don't know. Look, I'm 50. Charles is 50. What? 3. Kenny's 50. Shaq is 40. What? 3. 42.
Weber's 40.
Weber is 43. Hey, that's a hell of a roster. I don't know. Maybe we could win this series. Hold on, keep going. I got to stretch out.
Hey,
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Dude, I saw you shoot in Houston. Man. It
And
never leaves. It never leaves, man. It never leaves.
that's the last thing to leave you.
Damn.
Now, if you're asking
You're
me
lucky.
to get down and stay in front of Matt Barnes and Tony Allen, and that's a little bit different.
Chauncey
Not at
Billups.
50.
I don't know if you ever heard this story, but I'll leave you with this. Chauncey Billups was with us in Houston, and I said, "Your first run-in with Michael Jordan." He said, "I was with the Celtics, and I'm a rookie, and I'm standing at the top of the key during a free throw, and I'm there with Ron Mercer, and he's on one side and I'm on the other, and we just stared at Jordan, and Jordan caught us staring and then yelled at us for staring at him at the top of the key during a free throw." He said, "We got busted, man. We were just staring, going, that's Jordan, man." It's like, what are you staring at? Rook?
Classic Mike.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, have fun tonight. Well, no, you're off tonight.
I'm off tonight.
Well,
Game
have fun
2
tonight.
tomorrow.
What will you do tonight?
It's fiesta here in San Antonio.
Oh.
Though it is raining, a lot of the festivities have been canceled, but it's the big parade and event down here for San Antonio and the Riverwalk. So it's fiesta.
All right, behave. And I'm going to take out a bank loan to pay off the Golden State Warriors bet. So I'll be back in L.A. in May. So
Which Danette should it be? Is it Paulie? Is it Fritzy? Is it McLovin? Beaton? Okay, next time you're out there to do Sports Jeopardy and all the crew is with you, I will make my decision, gentlemen.
okay, and don't be afraid to have Mark Jackson, you, and somebody else play Sports Jeopardy. Unless you're afraid, the NBA edition of Sports Jeopardy, you
We're
and
not
Mark
afraid.
Jackson would be
We would be great.
awesome. But who's the third guy? I'm letting you pick the third guy, and you do Sports Jeopardy. We'll do NBA. We'll do college basketball and NBA. I'm letting
You got it.
I'm letting you pick the third guy, and it's you against Mark Jackson, bragging rights for eternity on the Sports Jeopardy set. Maybe Alex Trebek will even stop by.
Sold. I am sold. I will get a hold of my good friend Mark Jackson, and we will come up with a third.
Maybe Kobe.
Ooh, that's good. He's not doing anything now. He's on life support.
You would beat
He's on life support now.
You would beat Kobe in trivia.
I don't know.
Yeah, you.
Kobe's a worldly guy, smart guy.
You would knowing how competitive you are.
It's not like we know the answers going in. Who knows?
No, you don't know the answers going in.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
We don't know what Kobe knows. Kobe's a smart guy.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's your third, you can pick whoever you want. You want Bill Simmons in there? Whoever you want. You pick the guy.
Right.
You pick your third, all right?
You're the best, Theodore.
Thank you, buddy.
I love you much.
That's Reggie Aloysius Miller.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.